Las Desaparecidas de Ciudad Juarez by Ciudad. The hundred of female homicides, also referred as feminicidio, a Spanish term used in Ciudad Juarez, Chihuahua, was the brutal deaths of women occurring since 1993. Women in Ciudad Juarez were meant to be stay-at-home mothers. Jobs are meant for the men. Once the women were out of the houses working, the men felt threatened and less of themselves, being one of the major reasons feminicidio was occurring. The North American Free Trade Agreement, also referred to as NAFTA, is a treaty entered into by the United States, Canada, and Mexico. It went into effect on January 1st, 1994. This then gave offerings to women to have jobs and to be earning a salary. During the 2000s, drug cartels and the federal government came into open armed conflict, and two rival cartels, the Juarez and Sinaloa, fought for control of the city, as it is an important gateway for drug conveyance into the United States. This has not been good news for all girls and women in Ciudad Juarez. Ciudad Juarez became infamous for a wave of attacks beginning in the 1990s that left hundreds of females dead and thousands missing over the course of 2 decades. Some of the dead and missing were as young as 5 years old. One of the main reasons of feminicidio was sex violence. Many men would rape women and leave them to die on the road. Since 1993, more than 1,000 young women have disappeared in the city of Juarez, Mexico, across the border from El Paso, Texas. Of the missing, more than 700 sexually violated and brutalized bodies have been found, usually discarded in shallow graves in the desert surrounding Ciudad Juarez. This area has come to be known as the Labyrinth of Silence. Pink crosses are visible on the outskirts of Juarez and throughout the city, where multiple women and young teenagers' lifeless bodies have been found. And they also represent the people who are against feminicidio, and to show how the government does not help with the situation. Mostly all women and girls victimized of these awful men have majority have their similarities. All are usually thin, long black hair, physically attractive, have all been murdered and said to be sort of prostitutes by men. They were said to be dressed provocative. Although the majority of these women were not like that at all. They simply dressed their age and were at the wrong place at the wrong time when these horrific, brutal men ended their lives. Although Mexico never really did much to stop the murders of the young women, the protesting of families got worldwide attention and got the word out. This concludes my presentation. May all the women victimized rest in peace.